Zero. Wrong button. Okay.
Okay, hello, we are back with round 2 of the Treasure Huat today at Jurong Spring CC, and we'll be bringing you a game between Reuven and Wai Ying,
Yes.
both of which are very old players in the community.
Yes. Wine's team, I believe she used it in a tournament yesterday. I believe it's the Hattery Tour, so she's piloting the team again today. Interesting fact, she actually top cut for the Hattery Tour.
But she come here
too.
today.
Yeah, but she's here today, so she has her priorities, right?
It's true.
Okay, so for Wine's team, we do have Iron Bundle, Among Us, Arcanine, Iron Hands, King Gambit, and Fluttermane.
Yeah, and for Reuven, he does have the Iron Moth, Sir Titan, Indeedee, Abomasnow, Amarouche, and Iron Bundle.
Yes, so I mean, this is a team that Wine has sort of honed over the past few weeks. Rather, I would I hesitate to say standard because we don't really know what standard is, but standard as in
Standard to Wai Ying.
yeah, it's more of like a good staff team with no real clear strategy going forward and more reactive.
Yeah,
I would say to your opponent's play, which makes it a bit difficult to pilot because it's a bit more reliant on prediction.
But then again, this is something that Wai Ying has always been able to play very well throughout her whole career.
And it does help that the format now is open team sheet, so that she doesn't really have to anticipate surprises. Although she has said that she does,
She still
sometimes
take notes.
not read
and
the open
still
team
have to
sheet.
write down the notes on my notebook.
Well, nonetheless, I do expect her to at least win one game in this series, if not winning it outright.
Definitely, right. So for Reuven Wise, he's bringing more of a, like he does have two archetypes here.
I like Reuven's team.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, I like it too. With the Abomasnow, a more snow-centric team with the Iron Bundle and the Sir Titan and the subset of Indeedee and Amarouche here.
I just like that Reuven has gone all in on the Iron Bundle, giving it choice packs, and then giving it a snow so that its Blizzard is 100% accuracy.
Definitely. Right. The Snow also boosts Iron Bundle's already quite outrageous defense to even more to higher levels.
Do see a Sea Titan in DD lead here, so options available for Reuven. He can switch in Abomasnow immediately to trigger Sea Titan Slush Rush.
Yep.
He can follow me away any potential Will-O-Wisp or attacks from Wine here, so that Sea Titan can set up Belly Drum and then come in with Abomasnow later on. Iron Bundle Arcanine lead here for Wine though.
A very neutral lead here, and the Arcanine does give the Sir Titan a -1. However, Sir Titan can belly drum here to get +5 instead of +6.
Yes, and that should be enough for Sea Titan to sweep through Wine's entire team if she's not careful. Hard to say here. Yeah, she's going to retreat the Iron Bundle here.
Among Us does comes in.
Not something I would want to put in front of a Sea Titan. We do see the follow me play here, so Sea Titan probably going to set up a belly drum on the next time. We do see the Will-O-Wisp here.
Getting redirected away from Sir Titan here, and belly drum comes out here very safely.
I guess the Among Us is useful to redirect any attacks away from Sea Titan.
One attack.
Sea Titan does have Earthquake though actually, so redirection also not
the
really
most
useful.
optimal, right?
Yeah.
Sir Titan does have the Ice Punch also instead of the Ice Spinner.
I think you go for Earthquake here though. Like you continue.
Earthquake you do damage your own.
It's a sacrifice. I think Rain is willing to make.
Not Rain, Reuven.
Reuven, sorry.
Yeah. So we do see the Terra Water here from the Among Us to probably soak up Ice Attack if Sir Titan chooses to do it instead of going for the Earthquake.
DD is actually going to withdraw here, so probably not wanting. Bringing Abomasnow. That's fine. I think Abomasnow main grass type resists the Earthquake as well, and will activate Slash Rush.
Yeah, and in snow, Abomasnow does have higher defense also. So a Terra type does come out here. I think this is a Reuven's character, probably into the ground Slash Rush. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it does have the step Earthquake right now. Yeah, wearing a very cute mushroom hat. Yeah.
+5 step Earthquake. This is. I don't think Arcanine will survive.
I think Arcanine probably will die, but I think Among Us should take it pretty comfortably.
Perhaps a Spore. Spore will be useful here to put the Sea Titan to sleep.
To do some damage control here.
And whatever Wine has at the back should try to, sort of clear. We did see the Iron Bundle, which is now. Actually Arcanine goes for protect, so actually also won't go down in this turn.
Yep. So does Wine call it correctly and go for the Spore into the Sir Titan slot?
I mean, what else could she go for?
Nothing much actually.
Yeah, grassy terrain.
Or Clear Smog. Does she have Clear Smog?
She does not. But
Oh, but
Arcanine actually goes down in one hit.
The Among Us goes down in one hit.
Among Us, sorry.
So actually, Wine does waste the Among Us here, wasting her terrorization also. Honestly.
Yes, and now the question is Iron Bundle faster or Sea Titan faster?
Good question actually.
Okay, it will very easily solved. Let's refer to our
So
here.
Sea Titan is but as Wine does forfeit here, but no, we still want to do the math. So,
Yeah, I don't think Sea Titan will be
faster. Yeah, because the clock drive has been used up already from the initial switching.
Yeah, she did swap out. So
with this knowledge, Wine does realize that +5 Sea Titan through an Earthquake can kill your Among Us regardless of you Terra typing or not, because Among Us already take neutral from the Earthquake.
Yes, there wasn't any critical hit, so to speak, as well.
Yeah.
I think her plan was okay. Obviously, her plan was to Will-O-Wisp the Sea Titan. It's just that she didn't really account for the EDD's redirection. So I'm not sure. I mean, what's gonna stop Reuven from trying the same thing again? It worked so well.
I guess from there is like you can straight away go for like fake out. Like no, you can't fake out because there's psychic terrain, right?
Yes. I mean, looking at spread options, there's Flutter Mane with your Dazzling Gleam, but aside from that, not much. I mean, Iron Bundle does have Icy Wind, but it's not gonna do much.
Yeah, not do much. Actually, the follow me Bear Drum setup is very very strong.
Wow, didn't I recall BGC PokePace mentioned this setup back in season 1? I believe I piloted a team with Muscle Sea Titan where the idea was similar.
Yeah.
Where you follow me, redirected attacks and Sea Titan would just set up a belly drum.
I think it's just a different meta kind of thing, because Series 1 didn't have as much Will-O-Wisp flying around, and it was more damage centric rather than control centric.
Yeah, but in this setup, I think Sea Titan, that strategy looks really good.
Yeah. Especially the meta does favor it, because back in Series 1, like things like Macro Golden Go is a very common lead.
Yeah, getting rid of with haze, then you don't have to rely on actually hitting Sea Titan with.
Yeah. And also like make it rain does probably one shots Sea Titan or bring it down to very low health. So that strategy didn't work as well in Series 1, but Series 2 turns out to be working quite well.
Doesn't have the Golden Go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Reuven does choose to switch it up here with Iron Bundle and Armor Rouge, while Wine leads with the Mushroom and the King Gambit.
Not very good typing advantage here for Wine. Iron Bundle does have Freeze Dry. Armor Rouge can nuke the King Gambit with
Freeze Dry.
Yes. And the Armor Rouge can nuke the King Gambit with Armor Cannon.
Yeah, I think Wine does
not careful.
Wine does recognize this and goes for the Terra Water, choosing to actually she chose to Terra Water the Among Us instead of the King Gambit.
I mean, you still take super effective from the Freeze Dry even if you Terra Water.
Yeah, do.
So
probably 2 hits lah. Then King Gambit must kill something here. I think probably the Armor Rouge. Yeah. No, but Reuven's character also terrorizing here. Terrorizing the Iron Bundle into Ice Type.
Yeah. So not a very common Terra type, but he does want to double down on the Iron Bundle's damage.
Yeah. So specs on Terra Ice on Super Step, it's I think it might just one shot the Among Us, honestly.
Yeah, no issue. And actually, I feel that Wine should try to trade away, to try to get rid of the Iron Bundle. Although it does leave her open for the Armor Rouge. Yeah. Does Armor Rouge have?
But Sucker Punch is a valid play here for Wine.
We forgot this move.
Oh, ally switch.
Yes. King Gambit does go for Protect here. I'm not sure that's very wise, but go see Freeze Dry should go into the Among Us. No, it goes into the King Gambit.
King Gambit instead. Why?
So Reuven predicted that the King Gambit would Terra Water.
Yeah. Okay, Armor Cannon does come out here. Oh yeah, actually you're right. Reuven, so Wine actually one step ahead and a Spore will come out here.
Yes, this was not a good prediction for
a wrong call for Reuven here.
Yeah.
So Wine one step ahead actually, but
instead of Grassy Terrain,
Wine chose to go for the Grassy Terrain, expecting a switch, a Psychic Terrain switch in here to deny Psychic Terrain so that she can Sucker Punch the next.
Reuven is still in the game, and now things have simplified for him. He can freeze run Among Us for a super effective hit. He can Armor Cannon away the King Gambit.
Yep.
I know why she went to the Grass. Yeah, you're right. She wanted to get rid of the Psychic Terrain so she can pressure with King Gambit Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
I mean, we know that King Gambit or the Bishop line is Wine's bread and butter.
Yeah,
he does enjoy putting pressure with Sucker Punch.
Yep.
So
yeah, I think the NDD does come in here to reset the terrain away.
Armor Rouge going to retreat here, so King Gambit will actually be safe. So yeah, you're right. It will be the Psychic Terrain. Does Among Us retreat here?
Yeah.
We did see the Iron Bundle lock itself into freeze dry. No, King Gambit actually retreats here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe does Among Us have the protect?
Among Us
Has
does
no
not have protect.
So yeah, but I don't think Wine is switching out.
Yes, she does bring in her own Iron Bundle.
With the quote drive. So
Yes.
that's the fastest penguin on the field.
Yeah. Oh, she
Yeah.
does. Oh, it's a double switch, so it's
yeah.
fine.
So a good call there from Wine.
I don't know
preserving
though.
both
Indeed's follow me is still very threatening. We do see a freeze drive. This should be a lot of damage.
Yeah,
The Iron Hands is
Iron is fine. Like,
Ooh.
why still super step on specs. Well, through assault vest, half HP, not funny.
yes, but I think this goes to show how thick the Iron Hands can
Yeah.
be, especially with the assault vest.
I mean,
and
yeah,
it does have
thick fats.
it does have drain punch as well, so it can heal itself back up.
Right, but what's that thing called? The follow me from the EDD.
That's fine. It's still a neutral hit on
yeah.
EDD.
So yeah, I think it's still a comfortable 3 KO from here.
Yeah, we do see the follow me here play. So
But
Reuven is still going all in on the Iron Bundle, which I have to salute him for. I see win here, will drop speed here for the
for both,
yes.
both of Reuven's one, but it's quite terrifying because the fish drive will definitely pick up Wang's Iron Bundle here.
Yes, for sure. Does he go for the? No, you're right. He goes for the opposing.
Wang's Iron Bundle, yeah,
Yes.
it's a clean KO, yeah, super step, really pulling through here.
Yeah, so Iron Hands not being able to fake out in Psyche terrain, will go for
A
a
Drain
Drain Punch here. I mean, it's decent, but she's running the risk of letting Reuven's Iron Bundle just run through the entire team. She does have a weak Among Us at the back.
Alright.
And Psychic Terrain does stop Sucker Punch as well, so she does not have that going for her.
Even with the Sucker Punch, I think it's a 3 KO, honestly, on Iron Bundle.
Okay. Does Reuven try to retreat his Iron Bundle here? Or is he going to be a man and stay in
I
Iron
think
Bundle?
he is a man.
Nah, I feel he should switch out and
Yeah,
lock himself up into.
into
Oh no! He's a man, sorry. He's going for a helping hand.
He's a manly man.
He's going for a helping hand freeze dry here.
Do you think he'll kill the Hariyama though? I don't think so after the Drain Punch heal.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a critical hit! Oh man!
Yes,
As
truly
a-
a man.
Okay, yeah, I would actually think that it probably will survive.
Yes, Kowtow Cliff here will pick up the EDD. Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but that's how Pokemon is sometimes.
Yeah. It's still 6.25%, right? Still 1.25% on crit, right?
Somewhere there.
Okay. Somewhere there, yeah.
Okay, and now Among Us is being very threatened by the
By-
freeze dry here.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is important to note that this is only game 1
Game 2.
or game 2.
Why forfeited the last game?
Oh yeah, sorry. The first game was so quick. It just slipped past my mind. Okay, so yeah, Reuven looks set to
6.25.
take.
Yeah.
He's gonna reach model away. Very bold considering the.
I don't think she has a choice.
I mean, she could. Yeah, she doesn't have
I don't
protect.
think
You're
she has a
right.
choice.
Freeze dry will pick up the KO here on Among Us very easily, and Amaru should be able to nuke the King Gambit with an armor cannon.
I think it's just a very convincing victory here for Reuven. It's like for both games, one has been playing from the back.
Oh, game 2 was a lot more promising than game 1.
Definitely. But I think Reuven still played out the whole thing well. It's like the specs Iron Bundle just stayed on the field the entire time.
Yes, for sure. I mean, again, if we think about that, that crit definitely mattered, and if she managed to pull it, if Iron Hands managed to survive, I think the game would have.
It's been very different.
Yeah, I think she would be turn the table. She would be able to turn the table and bring it to game 3. Oh, I look like a fool. I say why will at least win one game. Reuven just steamrolled her.
Yeah.
2-0.
Yeah, I think it's quite difficult for Wine because all of Reuven's leads deals with all of what Wine. Actually, both of Reuven's leads does very well against Wine's entire team. If you think about it,
Yes.
even if let's say Reuven didn't switch to the Iron Bundle, right, he still can go for the Belly Drum, Slash Rush Belly Drum, and I think that will still equally sweep whatever Wine had.
Yeah, I mean she let Among Us from the start. I think she was recognizing that I have to lead it as soon as possible to deal with the Sea
I think
Titan.
that's the thing. That's fine, you see. But like that was fine. But assuming if Reuven just let the same again, the earthquake will say Titan, a Bear Drum say Titan will just steamroll the thing, and then he's not even threatened by King Gambit Sucker Punch because in the snow with slash rush in the snow, say Titan is very bulky on the physical end.
Yes, the defense boost as well. More of, I think perhaps a slight adjustment Wine could have made was in game 2 when she perfectly predicted that the freeze dry will go into King Gambit because she predicted the Terra Water. But she kind of wasted it with a grassy terrain. If she went for a Spore immediately from Amogus to put the EDD to sleep even, or even
one of them,
either
one.
It would definitely have, I think, helped her stop the snowball from going.
Actually, Amarouche, either the Amarouche or the
something,
the
anything, but the grassy terrain felt too much of a passive play.
Yeah, it was a valid read.
Logically she was predicting a psychic terrain EDD coming in. So it's
as she said, it do be that way.
Yes.
But like the game run was a very pretty like display of a VGC.
Yes.
In general.
Game 1 I think was clean.
Yeah. Game 1 was clean. Game 2 the turn 1 was it's a very nice breakdown of like how like high tier players. Reuven read Wine reacted, but Wine reacted a bit too much and went for the grassy terrain.
Okay, but I think it's
show on the screen.
Oh, it's on the screen already?
Yeah, then Wine's team, then I can show Reuven's team.
Okay. So actually, as we mentioned earlier for Wine's team, right, like team feature here is very good stuff, right, and it's something that Wine plays very well to neutral to positive matchups. Yeah, I think against Reuven's team it was quite of a bad matchup in my opinion.
Reuven's team is very.
We talk about
also to know about Wine's team is I believe 4 of her Terra types are water.
Yeah.
Which does not enjoy facing freeze dry.
Exactly, right. So it's like because we do like discuss with Wine over like with teams, right? It's like maybe not everything water this time. Like contrary to what you believe.
I mean even Terra Grass also weak to ice.
But you okay. Anyway, yeah. So like her team is like balanced in the sense that the Fire Water Grass Call is there with the Among Us, Iron Bundle, and RK9. Right? King Gambit is her comfort pocket pick and provides a lot of pressure. And Iron Hands and Fluttermane are just two very good meta.
Yeah, I mean we've seen, although she lost, we did see the power of Iron Hands that.
Yeah, definitely.
It took a super step freeze dry from Iron Iron Bundle easily.
Yeah, so it says a lot of how great Iron Hands is, and if against better matchups, this team works pretty well.
I mean, it helps if the Iron Hands didn't get crit.
No, definitely, right. So moving on to Reuven's, which honestly a very solid team. Like with the core being like both the ice sweepers in the physical side for Sea Titan and special side for the Specs Iron Bundle. And Abomasnow to support both the ice types here, boosting their defense and of course giving Slush Rush to Sea Titan here.
Yes.
And one thing to note, Justin, if you take a look, the Abomasnow is Quick Claw. And it just gives you the in a way the extra spice.
No, let's be real. Reuven didn't know what item to give Abomasnow, so he just select whatever item.
Can you confirm or deny that, Reuven?
I don't like it because it will kill my dog.
Yeah, so he wants the Abomasnow to have a more longevity, so he opted for the Quick Claw instead.
Interesting though, he chose Ice Shard. I mean, most players or more typical, other typical Abomasnows would run Aurora Veil. Then they'll step on Light Clay to extend the defensive boost. But I think Reuven recognized that his team is not really very bulky. Can't really get the most out of the
the
Aurora
physical
Veil.
side is very bulky enough.
Yes, from Sea Titan.
From the snow.
And although we didn't see the Pokemon in any of the matches, I think Iron Morph also combos quite well with the Iron Bundle.
Oh, definitely.
Because we did see boosted energy on the Iron Morph, implying that it's going to boost speed. So it will land a Acid Spray first, and then Iron Bundle can just clean up everything with Freeze Dry or Hydro Pump respectively.
Definitely, right.
Yeah, so there's that combo there.
Yeah. And then we also, before the game started, we were discussing, how come the Sea Titan opt for Ice Punch instead of Ice Spinner? Correct me if I'm wrong. Ice Spinner has a higher base.
Does have higher base.
Right, yeah. So, as you shared with me, Ice Punch is the better option here because it doesn't get rid of his own psychic terrain.
Yes, Ice Spinner will clear terrain regardless of who set it up.
Yeah. So, but I do choose to believe myself that Reuven run Ice Punch for the sake of freezing other people because that might be your out.
And I guess if you're running Belly Drum, you don't really mind a decrease in your base power. Yeah, and I do think that Sea Titan has some attack investment as well.
Yeah, definitely. Right.
So yeah, I think you're okay with a lower base power move if you're getting +6 or +5.
Definitely, right. So for Amarouche in this team, I think it rules the team pretty well as it handles the skill type in the meta.
Amarouche actually surprisingly for Reuven has a more supportive moveset. It does have White Guard and ally switch.
Definitely. Right. So it's more of a speedy Amarouche here with the ally switch to protect whatever Reuven has as his attacker, and the White Guard to protect against spread move as it's still quite prevalent. Especially his team is pure, relies on 2 ice type mons, and the premier steel type mon is Golden Gold with Make It Rain.
And he is going all in on the Iron Bundle, which is not something we see very commonly. I mean, typically people don't even Terra the Iron Bundle, but he did so just for the extra boost in
I would say it's not very normal for Singaporeans to go all out on this kind of playstyle, but you know.
I mean, Amarouche as well, talking about the ally switch, she doesn't even need to press it. Just having it in an open team sheet is an advantage on itself. Your opponent can try to overreact to it. So yeah, I mean, rather clean round, I would say 2-0.
He doesn't even have the trick room on the EDD in the situation where, let's say, he can't bring the Abomasnow into the game. Like the Sea Titan being not the fastest mon out there, like a middling speed tier mon, can benefit from the trick room too.
Yeah, actually, trick room on his EDD is quite strange, considering his team is quite fast.
I think it's fine.
Iron Morph is fast, Iron Bundle is fast, Sea Titan can be fast with the Slush Rush.
Yeah, but without its middling. So it's like if you go up against like a Tailwind team, I think it can work enough.
Yeah, and again, there's that combination of EDD Amarouche. I mean, he didn't really bring it to showcase in the 2 matches, but we have seen that combination work quite effectively all the way up to season 2.
Yeah. So actually, both solid teams and solid players, definitely.
We have to give props to Reuven because even though he does have that simple core of EDD Amarouche, but he shows that he can pick up different pieces of that core and insert it anywhere else. We did see EDD pull a lot of weight helping the Sea Titan get up his belly drum. And then in game 2, Amarouche does help to pin down the King Gambit with the armor cannon.
Definitely. Right. So yeah, fantastic showcase of the team by Reuven and of course Waying doing very well herself also. Like you're not out in the run Waying, so time to repeat what you did last night at the Hatterin series. Right?
I mean, I believe her Hatterin tour opponents will be Dondozo, so I think she would rather lose to Reuven than fight 2 Dondozo teams in top 8.
Oh, I see, as she exclaimed. Right. So we'll be back with round 3 soon enough. See you.